Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as a Florida Stoneman. Today I'm going to talk to you about why your crystals might have stopped working. Now, this is a question that some of you are afraid to ask. Some of you are just wondering this question, but the answer is there's a few different answers, and that's what I'm going to cover in this video. The first answer, and this is the easiest answer, is why have my crystals stopped working? And I ask the person, or whoever's asking, I ask, how often do you cleanse and charge it? And they're like, oh, it's been a month, or like, it's been like since the last full moon. And the thing is, if you wear them every single day and you have tons of energy that you are working on regarding that chakra, let's say that you have a completely weak throat chakra and you are putting lots of pressure on your, let's just say it's sodalite, for example, then that sodalite is going to be under heavy fire, and maybe halfway through the day, the sodalite is starting to get full. That's actually that's one of the reasons why your crystals break the most often. That's why the elastic, the string, whatever is on the crystal breaks the most often. It's because you guys don't cleanse and charge it. Everything, even in a scientific standpoint, everything is negative and positive ions. If that sodalite is holding a ton of positive ions and a ton of negative energy just from even yourself, let alone someone else is sending you the evil eye or sending you bad energy, then it's going to be full and it's going to stop working. And even worse, if it's so full of negative energy that you have not cleansed off of it, now you're just holding on to negative energy. So you have to cleanse and charge your crystals very often. I suggest selenite. Selenite's the easiest way you can ever cleanse and charge a crystal. This is selenite. All you have to do is just leave your crystal next to it. How hard is that? When you fall asleep, take your crystal off and leave it next to the selenite. You can leave it next to your selenite next to your bed. You guys have to cleanse and charge your crystals, unless it's an exception such as azazitolite or a crystal that never needs cleansing and charging, such as blue kyanite. You need to cleanse and charge your crystals. Even selenite sometimes can get a little bit overwhelmed, and that's another reason your crystals might stop working, is that if your crystal is doing a bunch of work, and let's say I have this small piece of selenite and I put all these bracelets around the selenite, and I'm only waiting 8 hours for it to charge, because that's the average cleansing time of a bracelet. The charge is around 8 hours to be at full capacity, 6 to 8 hours. Now, the selenite, this little tiny selenite, is supposed to cleanse and charge all of these bracelets when they're completely overwhelmed in doing their work and doing their jobs and just doing the best they possibly can to help me out. And this little tiny piece of selenite can get overwhelmed. And that's why sometimes people's selenite turns dull and it just cracks and it turns into basically ash. It's because your selenite got overwhelmed. So size does matter when it comes to charging crystals and cleansing crystals. On a spiritual scale, size matters. On a physical scale, size matters. There's a chemical formula about energy being able to hold just a certain charge, as to a bigger crystal can hold a bigger charge, a smaller crystal has less capacity to hold a certain amount of energy when it comes to cleansing and charging your crystals. So that's one reason your crystals might stop working. Another reason is, this is kind of a little strange, but this does happen and people do wonder. I shouldn't say it's strange, it's just, it took me a very, very long time to find out, and the information's not online. It's something I just came to a conclusion to after realizing. So maybe this is you. This happens to a lot of people, actually. Let's say you're wearing sodalite, right? And you are feeling good with the sodalite on, and you're feeling like tingling and then warm sensations, and maybe just it's calming you down. But after 3 days of wearing the sodalite, even though you cleanse and charge it, that sodalite doesn't seem to be working, or it doesn't seem to be doing the same thing it did when you put it on. At that point, the sodalite is actually still working. Maybe that you take the sodalite off for 3 days and you put it back on, and you notice it's having an effect again. I can tell you what that is right now. Save you guys many years in trying to figuring it out. But when that happens, when you take a break, it's like, oh, it's stronger when I take a break. It's not stronger. The thing is, that crystal is just back in your energy field. So let's say if sodalite calms down overactive thoughts, and you're having overactive thoughts, And another crystal, a blue crystal like blue apatite, doesn't do that as much as sodalite. Sodalite will have done its job. You'll stop feeling it because it's already incorporated into your energy field, and then it'll feel like it's not working because it's already a part of your energy field. And now the problem lies more so within you or within another crystal's ability in being able to help you. So the sodalite's still working, but it's not that you got used to it, it's that it's part of your energy field now. You don't notice it as much, and maybe it feels like it stopped working just because there's a different energetic blockage that sodalite's not able to help or doesn't specialize in helping. Now, in this case, because some people have done this, some people have like, oh, when I take my necklace off for 3 days, I'll feel it more when I put it on. I'm like, it's because that energy was missing from your energy field, and now it's back into your energy field, and now you have it again. Like, now you're feeling it, and now you're basically kind of, I like to say, starting over with the sodalite, because now you're reincorporating that in your field. That's that when it comes to why you haven't felt a crystal like that. Another reason is a very common reason. Some people don't feel crystals at all. Some people will touch a crystal and say, I don't feel it. I don't know what the energy is. They'll grab the selenite and it's like, I don't know what the selenite feels like. It feels like a rock. Why isn't it working? Why am I not feeling my crystals? The thing is, you are feeling your crystals, but you're just doubting your intuition. In this case, some people need to have their gift of clairsentience open just by practice. So basically, in this case, if you feel like you're not feeling your crystals, you actually are. It's just part of your energy field already. Maybe you don't need the crystal as much, but I'll talk about that in a second. But grab the selenite, hold it right as fast as you can. Just spit out 10 words, write 10 things down. So selenite, peace, calm, tranquility, happiness. Just spit it out, and then you're going to be correct about everything you just spit out. And selenite actually does all of that. That's how I've come up with knowledge on crystals that are actually not even online yet, or crystals that don't have information online. Is because the information is within your grasp. It's within your own intuition. A lot of you will look up something like dreams online because you don't understand your dreams. When you know your dreams and you thought the answer was just so simple, or you didn't like the answer because it was non-mystical, and you went online and you tried to make it more magical than it was, and now it's not helping you. But let's talk back to crystals again. So trust your intuition. Your crystals are working for you. You might not feel it because it's already incorporated into your energy field. But now, what is another reason that your crystals might not be working for you? Another reason that your crystals might not be working for you is because your energy is countering it. This does happen. So for someone who's always saying, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm feeling sick and tired, and then I'm tired of feeling sick and tired, and I'm sick and tired of feeling tired, and just complain all the time, and that carnelian is helping you, but your own energy is so strong that it's actually countering and fully canceling the carnelian's energy out. Yeah, that can happen. That can even happen in acupuncture, let alone with crystals. So if you're completely rejecting the crystal's energy and you're not working with it, you're working completely against it, guess what? You're going to cancel it out, and that crystal will not work for you. That's one reason a crystal cannot work for you, is because the things that you put out are completely hurting you. The word that we put out is very strong. I see people in my comment section on TikTok live saying, help, I'm dying. I'm like, what's wrong? And they're like, oh, my day at work was horrible today. I'm like, that's not dying. Like, there's people out there actually dying, and you're saying help, like just saying, like, it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. And then you're wearing a crystal, and you're like, why is my citrine not helping me be happy? And I say, because you're joining in my live saying help, and you need to correct your own energy and work with the energy of the crystal so you don't cancel it out. That's another giant reason your crystal might not be working for you, is because your own energy is completely canceling energy out. Watch what you say, watch your thoughts, because you can cancel out. If you can cancel out acupuncture, you're definitely going to be able to cancel out a crystal with your own energy. Now, another reason that your crystals are not working for you. Now, this is a lot smaller portion of people, but your angels have the ability to basically knock off some of the crystal's energy if you're doing wrong. So if you're someone who, and keep in mind, all crystals are positive. Even the ones that people say are negative are actually positive. It's the people, not the crystal. That's that. But the thing is, if you are someone who is just countering the crystal's energy, then it's not going to work out. So basically, work with the crystal's energy. Like I said with the example of acupuncture, do not counter the crystal's energy out with your own energy. Work with the crystal's energy. If you're a bad person and you're just doing complete wrong, then the crystal's not going to actually work with you. It's going to work against you. It's going to be cut off from you. It's not going to help you as much. If your citrine is supposed to help you attract wealth and you're doing really bad things to other people, that's going to get cut off by your angels. Just saying. And even if you've ran some of your angels off and all you have is your guardian angel left, that citrine's not going to do a whole bunch if you're just putting out negative energy left and right to the point of where you're actually harming other people, and you're going to cancel out the crystal's energy, and it's not going to work for you the same as if you were doing the right thing. Now, those are the main reasons in this video about why your crystals are not working for you. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section. Your crystals, as long as you're cleansing and charging them and being a good person and doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, your crystals will 100% work for you. That's that. Like, they're very easy to cleanse and charge. If you have a giant bunch of crystals, get a giant bunch of selenite. If you have a tiny bracelet, leave it next to the tiny selenite. Align yourself with even if you have to do affirmations, align yourself with the crystal's intention. So if citrine is supposed to attract wealth, align yourself to the wealth frequency, the wealth ray, the wealth vibration. Say wealth affirmations, correct your beliefs, write down what you believe about wealth, and then counter that. Now, if rose quartz attracts love and helps you with self-love, stop going out into the world saying, I'm lonely, I'm lonely, I'm lonely. Oh, I can't find anyone. Like, how do I attract this person? How do I make this person like me? No. You gotta cut that out. Align yourself with the crystal's intentions. Say affirmations. Confront into yourself. Do some shadow work. Maybe work with the crystal of a different chakra. And then maybe you need grounding. Maybe that's one reason your crystal isn't working for you. Maybe that's not the crystal for you. That's just an easy answer as to why a crystal might not be helping you, is because if you are looking for love and you're just going out into the world and trying to hunt people down and just like, I want to find someone to love. How do I make these people love me? And yeah, there's people out there like that. You might need grounding and self-love when it comes to grounding. I'm not saying that to be mean, but there's more to life than trying to hunt and make someone love you. That's that. You should be working on yourself. You should not be doing it at all. I made a whole video on that. In that case, a grounding crystal would be good for you, especially when people come up to me and like, okay, like, I can't find love anywhere I go. Like, I'm not sleeping because I can't find love. And like, okay, work with something such as smoky quartz or hematite. They're like, why not rose quartz? Because you have to ground. I'm not trying to offend you, but if I tell someone they need to ground, it's because they actually need to ground. They need to connect with the earth element. They need to get back to themselves and recognize where they came from to be able to connect to others. So I said a bunch of reasons as to why your crystals might not work. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment sections. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Ciao!